it's funny how, we will make leaps and bounds when we feel like our life is on the line.
Yes.
you know, when you feel like your life is on the line, you make a lot of progress when you feel like that, you know. I remember there was a scene, I don't know, you might not have ever seen this movie. There was a movie called The Dark Knight Rises. And it was a movie about the superhero Batman. And just real briefly, he was facing off against this villain called Bane. And I know you were talking about the villain in your last challenge. You were like the villain of your story. Well, the villain of this story was called Bane, muscular guy. And he broke Batman's back and threw him down a hole in this cave where he was dwelling with other people as Bruce Wayne. So he was no longer Batman. He was back to Bruce Wayne, and he was just amongst all these people in this cave, in this cell where no one ever escaped. No one in the history of being thrown down this cave had ever climbed out. But they had this ledge, Nikita, if you can imagine, there was like this ledge that they would climb. They would tie a rope to their waist. They would climb, and then everybody in the cave were always championing the person who was attempting to escape, attempting to gain freedom, attempting just to get out of the cave. And they would shout, they would say, rise, 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 rise. And the person would climb, and they would jump, and they would try to grab the ledge for their freedom, and they would fall. Every time they would fall. And every time they would fall, but they didn't fall to their death because they had the rope tied to their waist. So since they had the rope, they never fell to their death, but they would just fall, and they kept trying again, kept trying again. And do you know that the only way that Batman was able to escape, you know how he was able to get out of the hole?
Because he kept trying.
Because what?
He he kept climbing.
Well, not only did he keep climbing, but the one moment that he was finally able to grab the ledge was the moment that he took off the rope.
Oh,
He let go of the rope. There was
that is
one,
scary.
the last time he climbed, he said, that's it. Either I do this,
Either I die.
or it's over, right? And they said, rise, rise, rise. And he climbed, rise, rise. And he grabbed the ledge and he jumped and he caught it and he escaped. He got out.
Wow.
And they were all cheering for him. They were all clapping for him. Even though everybody else was still in the cave, they were so happy that somebody had made it out. Somebody had got free. But the only way he did it was he had to embrace failure. He had to embrace death. He had to embrace the possibility of no more, you know?
So he had to embrace the unknown.
Exactly. Exactly.